Everyone, I saw an anime due to a recommendation, and honestly, by the end, I was far more invested than I was ever thinking I'd at the start. At first, it was a whole lot of cringe, and honestly, I related to the main character, and by the end, I could still relate on a few things. The story was kind of deep, but it helped the plot really deepen, and it's something not really touched on in such a way that this anime did. If you're wondering what anime I'm talking about, then I recommend Chobits. It's an anime to see. It did make me cringe a couple of times, but the cringe passes as you just accept and keep watching and you find out more about what the true plot is. It's about a guy finding a girl in the trash and finding out she's really a robot, but over time he finds that she's even more than that. She is a robot that was made to look and act like a human, but she was made to be greater than the other robots called persocoms. Now onto persocom abilities. Persocoms are amazing computers that can charge using solar power, and just walking around outside regularly every day, you can keep them nice and charged. Persocoms can access the internet, allowing them to learn new software by downloading. They can connect to a TV to show videos or just to play audio, even though they don't need to connect to a TV to speak or be a telephone. Persocoms can go shopping for you and can basically be an Amazon Echo, but they can walk and don't need a truck to stop by your house. Just like phones and alarm clocks, you can set times for them to remind you or even to wake you up. Honestly, Sumomo is perfect for reminding everyone to wake up and stretch so they can maintain good health. The reason I won't talk about how the main girl Chi is special is because I don't want to spoil too much, since I do want you to see the anime, and spoiling too much will just ruin the experience. Next up, characters. Now, I won't be going over every character just for time's sake, but for starters, the Persocom Chi. She had no memory of who she was or anything when she was found, but slowly she learns and gets better at being around others with the help of Hideki. Next, Hideki, the main guy that grew up talking to cows. It is shown that he is just a country boy at his core and is awkward at being social, but overall, his heart is true and he has to learn about the difference between humans and persocoms, and what persocoms have done to change the lives of humans. Now, Sumomo. Sumomo, the best girl of the series, is considered a side character, but honestly, how is she not the main character? If you're looking for cute, then forget Chica dancing or cats. A mini robot that dances and sounds adorable is just the best. She wakes you up, gives you directions, and dances with joy better than Captain Ginyu. Or she will throw confetti and clean it up herself. What more could you want? Now on to Shinbo, who is a true friend and has a high IQ of 189, but being able to program and fix Sumomo whenever she breaks or by running off and taking a married woman without issues from her husband. There are many more of his flexes, but I won't ruin the story by saying even more. Elements. There is comedy in the series, and it's honestly had me laughing a few times in the series, but the main element is the love plot that drives the whole story. For Chi, it is guided and explained by these books that she finds, and they are so important to understanding Chi. There is drama that keeps you interested because of the silly things Hideki gets into just by being awkward and try to be a good guy to everyone. The most important element was the big brain he used that helps explain the points in a way that can be understood and blend the elements together. Well, from Hideki being awkward to his friends needing to help him understanding technology to his girl being a machine he has no hopes of understanding, but he can understand well on another level. To others being helped by Hideki and Chi because of how awkward they are, and understanding others even though they stumble at blending in themselves. Onto the main plot, that love plot. There are other series that touch on the subject of a human and a robot or a human and an alien relationship, but this series makes it more of a point rather than just something to help build characters. There was the movie Avatar with the native blue people called Na'vi that had a point that if it wasn't for the love between the main guy Jake Sully and his girl, uh, Nitiri. The guy would not have found the world so interesting and fought for the world, making a giant war and overcoming the issue that was the different races' goals. Honestly, I'm going to question if it was worth it, but movie. In the No Game No Life movie as well, the main guy Riku falls for Dola, a ex machina that tries to kill him at first, but ends up finding an attachment to him and overcoming her own programming and the programming of the hive that made her with the help of main guy Riku. This anime, however, pushes it further by not just having the main two characters find love, but by helping their friends. It helps to find love and eventually work to the main two finding their own love with each other. Relatability. Being relatable is very important for an anime because it has to reach out and touch the audience, or there won't be a reason to rewatch the anime. And the plot of this anime is very relatable when it comes to people because it is something that can be seen so many times in media where a guy or a girl will find someone who is feeling down or just low and help or get to know them while finding a bond that pulls them close so that they find a desire to just be with that person. Even if it won't be perfect or trouble will come, it's the same. Not just for media, but for online and IRL. When the story happens in those rare times when it works, it is that underdog success story that gives everyone hope. Since we all have times where we feel bad or we get pulled down, and it just works on that hope that maybe the next time I get down, I might just find someone to pull me out of my problems, to help me, and to find that joy that everyone desires to have in their own life. The logic. In chobits, there was a pure logic at times that I was proud to see people using their mind in a series about the heart and love. Personally, I don't find that emotions and feelings mix well with logic and using your mind, but this anime wasn't bad with it, and on occasion, really had good logic. At one point, the main guy and his friend are talking, and the friend talks about how he found that he can accept and even support the main character's choice to be attached to a persocom. But it wasn't because of some bro code or power of friendship. He took a bit to think deep about what he was truly upset about with his girl's ex. It wasn't that the guy liked a persocom more, but it was that a wonderful girl was pushed away for someone else and badly hurt because of it. It wasn't the persocom's fault. It was the fault of the ex for his decision of not being honest that really caused the pain of the girl pushed away and the anger of those close to her. Now for the end. In the end, I left with a feeling that it really did a good job of answering the question of what love was. But at the same time, I also felt that love is always pictured as a mysterious force, and it's so difficult to explain that maybe there was more to it, but I can't come up with a better answer myself. Since it is usually shown as an attraction, a desire to be with or around someone, but using the pain caused by not having someone you love around as a way to wrap up the story, explaining love, it really felt hollow and like I was cheated off seeing a true happy ending. But it does make sense, and I'm glad for the ending being happy. But I personally feel like I can enjoy the story, even if it felt hollow. Just there was so much that could have been explained, and so much more that could be added to the story to help solidify a true happy end, that it just felt like it fell short of having a true tied up ribbon on the story. Now, one last thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to make more of this, and if you agree, then hit the like button. If we can get 8 likes of the 12 subscribers, then I'll find a new anime to recommend. I actually already have a few in mind, but if you want to get your opinion, I want to get your opinions first. Hope to see you again soon, and have a wonderful time.